Olori Miriam has a lot of things to say. Yes, she has a lot of things to say. Miriam has proven to us over time that she's not a stable person. She doesn't have a station. When things seems to go out of hand for her, she begins to, be a changed, a better person all of a sudden, and it's beginning to be quite scary for us. Yes, we the online in-laws, we are finding this attitude to be very, very scary, because people who behave like this are likely to do any single thing at all. They are likely to do whatsoever it is that they feel can enable them survive. They can go to any extent to achieve whatsoever it is they want to achieve. So it is beginning to be a question that everybody will ask: what is wrong with Miriam? We have never found an answer to that question, but we will keep on asking the question. So right now, Miriam has a lot of things to say. And one of the things she's saying, that she knows everybody now has seen her as a bad person. Yes, she knows everybody have seen her as a bad person. But if they would want to check, she's not a bad person in this matter. Remember when Miriam's driver said that whenever things are beginning to be quite a heck for Miriam, she tries to use another person as a scapegoat. This is what Miriam is about doing. And this time around, she's directly dragging someone who she should not even have thought of. Someone who she should not even have even tried to involve in her basbo. Someone who she would have completely left out of this matter. Yes, because she's dragging Elizabeth into this matter, and it is beginning to seem like she wants to wake up people who have been patiently sleeping. Elizabeth has been completely off the palace wahala for days now. Like, she has not even had any concern on this matter for days now, that all of us know. If you talk about this whole matter, you discover that Elizabeth has just been one quiet person lately. But according to Miriam feels people like Elizabeth who are not fighting with them are the people who are giving Olori Naomi the leverage that she has supporters in the palace. So she's doing whatsoever it is that she's doing. If you want to check back, Olori Naomi and Elizabeth have history. Olori Elizabeth came into the palace just after when Naomi had left the palace. But even at that, Naomi was not angry with her. These two have been friends. They have been friends. It is more like two friends got married to one man. That is it. And even when Naomi was asked about this polygamy of a thing, it was still Elizabeth. She mentioned that if she's to do polygamy with anybody, go heaven come down, is Elizabeth she would do it with, because these are friends who have come to understand each other. When they only chose to marry Elizabeth, who is Naomi's friend, just after Naomi had left the palace, Naomi had absolutely no issue with it. In fact, to her, it was more of a welcomed idea. Fine, good, go ahead. If you want to marry Elizabeth, marry her. So right now, Elizabeth came into the palace. Immediately Elizabeth came into the palace, she felt like she was going to do Naomi a very huge favor, and the favor was trying to see to it that Naomi returns back into the palace, not knowing that it is not in her place to determine if Naomi will come back into the palace or not. Like the women of Ile-Ife would always say, it all lies in the end of the matter lies in the hands of the Oni. It is all his decision to make. That is what the women of Ile-Ife keep saying. And roughly now, you would get to understand that all of these things happening, it is not because Elizabeth is close to Olori Naomi or Elizabeth has been Naomi's friend. Because even when Elizabeth came into the palace and she started trying that Naomi should come back, it was actually a nice attempt. She took Oni to Ife, she took Oni to Akure, she took him to gatherings where Olori Naomi organized, all those charity organizations, funds, and all of those things that she reached out to widows, children, and all of those things. Oni was there because Elizabeth told her that let's go support Naomi. There was a time they visited Naomi in Akure, and it was so nice. Oni never wanted to come back because he was happy seeing his wife. But with all of those things put together, Elizabeth did not succeed because it was not in her place to do whatsoever it is she felt she was doing. But with all of these things, yet it did not determine who Elizabeth is. In fact, yes, is to Naomi. Naomi still did her thing normal. Elizabeth still did her thing normal. But right now, Miriam is beginning to feel like people like Elizabeth are the reason why Naomi is feeling she has support in the palace. Now, why would the Oni not think that these women are literally fighting Naomi? No, just one reason why he won't think that way. Because if he's not thinking that way, then what more will he think? Yes, like what more will he think? Because right now it is beginning to be more like these women have lost it. They are going crazy. They are going bananas. They don't even know what they are up to again. Because on a more serious note, you have fought Naomi and failed. You have fought Naomi and failed, and then the next thing is that what you want to fight her friend. That a friend like Miriam is the reason. A friend like Elizabeth is the reason why Naomi is feeling she has all the guts in the palace. She has all the audacity. She's doing whatsoever she feels she can do. And then it's that's called dragging. That's called dragging. When these women are doing their stuff, Naomi does not even have a concern about it. The only time Naomi had a concern about something that everybody was like, yes, what you did is right, was for her to bring people into the palace. So see, instead of people to sit here and say that, and Toby Phillips did this, Toby Phillips did that, let's confirm it and see. See, there is no need spreading fake rumor. There's no need spreading fake news. If you feel this thing is true, then why don't we go ahead and confirm the originality of it, rather than all of this, is it true, is it fake, this one found DNA, this one found surrogate mother, this one found paternity evidence, this one said she did not even father the mother the children, and all of those things. It's best we confirm it. That was what Naomi did, and Naomi did not even come at Toby Phillips. Naomi only wanted to know the truth behind what has been circulating around the palace, so that everybody would just rest. Right now, Olori Miriam is not finding anything funny, neither is she seeing it as something that she would embrace at all. But at the end of the day, Miriam would have to rest. Yeah, she has also said that for her driver, everybody would think she's going to sack the driver, or but what the driver said is not true. So she doesn't see any fear in sacking. If she sack him now, they will say that what the driver said is true, that's why you sacked him. People are sure wise, oh yes, people are wise, and what Miriam is doing now is the highest level of someone being wise. But she's not wise enough. Yeah, she's not wise enough. If Miriam is really wise, if Miriam is someone who is truly wise, then she should have calculated her actions right. Yeah, she should have looked into her actions very well before taking them. She should have considered a million things before even looking into them. She never did that. She never considered any of those things. She never looked into any of those things. All she did was to go ahead and take actions, and she took actions that have gotten back so bad at her. She took actions that have dragged her down. She took actions that have done a lot of things so bad to her, and right now it is left for her to redecide and all of these things.